Welcome to Homemaking with Mima. My name is Wendy. In today's video, I'm just going to bring you some of the meals that we ate at the beginning of this month. So for tonight's supper, we're going to be eating these pork loin chops. And I just put a little bit of spray in my pan because I do plan on lining it with parchment paper. Just for a little bit easier cleanup, but the spray kind of helps the parchment paper stick. I think these might be a little frozen still. That's why I want to get them out and get them into their pan. You can thaw out some. I am just going to bake them tonight. Nothing special. Try to get them in here so they lay good. They're really nice looking chops. Look at that. Beautiful. This is from the pork, the half a pig that we ordered from 2024. Let's see. Try to get things to sit somewhat okay in here. Might overlap a little bit. All right, I'm gonna go grab some seasonings. I don't know what I'm gonna put on them yet, and we'll get it on there. I washed up my hands. I am just gonna go really simple tonight. I'm just gonna put some Lawry seasoning salt on there. I know it's really salty, so I'm gonna try not to not cake it anyway. Like I said, they're still a little bit frozen. They'll be fine. I'm gonna put them in the refrigerator until it's time to bake them. Pat that in a little bit. I got them laying in there nice, so I'm gonna go this route. And then we'll probably just have barbecue sauce with it, you know, when we go to eat it. All right, I'm gonna get some foil for that, and I'm gonna put that into the refrigerator. With the pork chops, I opened up the last can of corn. This is out of that basket of Need to Eat Up first. So we're gonna be eating that up. Put that on low, and I'll turn it on high when I go to put the pork chops in. But for right now, I'm just gonna utilize my crock pot and have it on low. To go along with the pork chops and the corn, I grabbed a box of julienne potatoes. These weren't in any hurry to eat up, but it's a side and it's a quick side. You just follow the directions on the box. And I have to heat up 2 cups of water to boiling, and then I have to put a half a cup of milk in there. So I will proceed to do that in just a moment. So I'm gonna make up this ground ham for myself for sandwiches for work. I've said before, I like to take cold lunches to work. It's just easier for me. I had some ham steaks, or I bought some ham at Cub, I had a gift card. I don't normally shop at Cub, and I thought, well, what am I going to buy? And there were some hams, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to buy some hams. And it was, you know, the pre-cooked ham and that. So I did take some of it, not all of it, just a little bit of it, and I ground it down in my food processor. I know, this seems like old-fashioned kind of. I like it. There's probably some people out there who've had it. I usually put onions in it. I don't have any onions. I'm going to be putting some sweet relish because I like the sweet relish. I don't have any celery chopped up yet. Otherwise, I chopped celery really fine. I mean, really fine. And onions as well. So I'm going to put some celery seed in here. Because I don't have onions, I'm going to put a little bit of onion powder. I'm not measuring, just go with your heart. And I will taste it once it's done. I'm not going to put any salt or pepper. I'm not too worried about that. It's just me eating it. So, and I like using Miracle Whip. I know there's controversy over it and that. I'm a 70s kind of baby. And, you know, Miracle Whip came out in that time, and, you know, you just get kind of used to it. So I'm going to grab some Miracle Whip, and then I'll finish mixing this up. I have a little bit left in this container. I am the only one that really eats mayonnaise in the house. So I only buy these small ones. It doesn't make any sense for me to buy the bigger ones. We'll start out with that. I'm just going to mix it up. Once it's mixed up, then I will put it into a container. I won't make my sandwiches until the day that I work, that morning. And then put it, because otherwise I don't want my bread to get soggy. I have this thing about soggy bread. I think I've mentioned that before too. Actually, I don't really need any more. So I'll give it a taste. Yep, tastes really good to me. Definitely don't need salt because that ham is salty enough. And then there's salt probably, more than likely, in the Miracle Whip. So I'll just put it into the container here and make my sandwiches when I need them. So there's that. So for tonight's supper, I'm going to be throwing this beef chuck roast into the crock pot. And after it cooks for a couple hours, then I'm going to add canned potatoes and canned carrots. I'm going to grab another pint size of potatoes because I don't think that's going to be enough. And I also picked out some of my home canned green beans. We are still eating what we have. I am getting fresh fruits and milk and bread when I need it if I don't have it. Right now we don't need it. And eggs, which are atrociously expensive. So that is what we're going to have for supper, and I'll bring you along for when I get it all together. So inside my crock pot, I've got this little rack. It did not come with the crock pot. I found that at the thrift store, and I was hoping it would fit into this crock pot, and it does. So it's going to keep it up off the bottom. And to season this, I'm just going to put salt, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder. And I'm not going to go real heavy on it because this beef that we had gotten from our processor, It's some of the best beef that we've gotten. This is the second year with the same farmer. We requested them, and it's great. So, all right, I'm gonna get this on. I'm gonna go high for 2 hours. So I'm gonna go high for 2 hours, and then I'm gonna bring it down to low. And that's how she looks in the crock pot. So for today's supper, I took out that last Sloppy Joe that I had in the freezer. It was made up in July, so definitely needs to get eaten up. I had hamburger buns, using them up. I bought some chip dip. We're gonna have chips and we're gonna have beans. And so it's a Sloppy Joe meal tonight for supper. So I just set my Crocs in the sink. I did dishes. I have a few more to do, but this way if I get anything anywhere, it's contained. We normally don't eat this whole big can of beans, so I'm just gonna put in what I know that we're gonna eat, and the rest I'll put in a container for another day. I have the Sloppy Joe and the beans in the crock pot. I'm gonna turn them on low, and they should be ready in a couple hours here. And then that will be actually supper time. Probably eat an early supper tonight. I'm not gonna show a finished photo or video of it. It's self-explanatory, just Sloppy Joe on a bun, beans along the side. We're gonna have chips and dip, and I do have pickles in the refrigerator as well. So that's gonna be it for this meal. All right, I hope that was helpful to someone for some ideas to have for some suppers or some lunches. And we're gonna wrap that up. I wanna thank you so much for joining me today. If you like this kind of content, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. If you're subscribed, hit that notification bell so it will prompt you when new videos come out. And I want you folks to make it a really great day.